Hey, are you a nurse and tired of overpaying Uncle Sam? Well, this video is for you. Hey everyone, I'm Isaac, your personal finance nurse, and today I'll be sharing some tax deduction tips for all the nurses out there. Before filling out your taxes, you should check for all the deductions and exemptions you get. But you don't need to get worried. We are going to brief you on all these deductions in just 5 minutes. So stay tuned. Did you realize that given your line of work, there might be extra nursing tax deductions you're overlooking? We suggest that you should consult a tax professional to ensure that you're maximizing your tax refund in accordance with the tax code, but it's also a good idea to know ahead of time which deductions are available to you. And I know it's only July and tax season is still months away, but it's never too early to start strategizing. First of all, I want you to check your tax returns from last year. How is that going to help? Well, did you hear about the news that Congress enacted a tax bill at the end of 2017 that might have a significant impact on how people file their taxes? On the 1st of January 2022, this bill came into effect and it can have a great impact on what you can deduct for this year. So review your nursing tax returns from the previous year to see how you did. You could use it as a reference to help you get ready for this tax season and to refresh yourself with a procedure if your circumstances remain the same from the previous 2 years. Consider the types of records and receipts you require, then start collecting them for your taxes. Secondly, go visit the IRS website and see the tax tips that are specifically for your situation. You may be qualified for more tax deductions as a nurse depending on your specialty or even the state you reside in. While some of them will be on your form, it's a good idea to regularly check the IRS website for a complete list of allowed nursing tax deductions because regulations are subject to change. Some deductions include uniforms, travel to and from work, and education hours, but these can vary, so make sure to consult a tax professional for this. Keeping in mind that restrictions can change, make sure you thoroughly examine the webpage before you start planning. Don't rely solely on what you accomplished the previous year, even though your old tax return is a useful reference. So when you sit down and calculate your tax returns, keep all the updated information next to you. If you decide to itemize your deductions, you may be entitled to deduct the following unreimbursed employee costs as a nurse. Here comes the part when you really do feel privileged to be a nurse. Buying all those items that are necessary to do your job will not have any tax on them. These accessories include uniforms, footwear, and specialized equipment. Work attire and uniforms may be deducted according to the IRS. It's crucial to understand that if your employer reimbursed you for your purchase of scrubs or a nursing uniform, you are not entitled to a tax deduction. Your union dues and the renewal of your nursing licensure are typically deductible expenses as well, so go ahead and get them done without any further delay. It might be challenging to deduct educational costs from your taxes. You might be qualified for a tax credit or deduction if you earned your RN BSN degree last year, went on to earn your MSN, or acquired a certification. You might fall into one of the following groups: academic credit, deduction for tuition and fees, the interest deduction for student loans, a permissible student loan, suitable educational costs, business credits for continuing education connected to your job, appropriate training connected to the job, employer or statutory requirements for education to keep up with or advanced skills. Make sure to consult with your contract or employer before making any deductions that are relevant to your job. It's very important to check the tax benefits for education part of the IRS website to see if you qualify, as each of these has specific qualifying requirements. Lastly, you may be able to deduct travel expenses. You might be qualified for a trip tax deduction if you have to travel for work-related conferences, meetings, seminars, patient care, etc. This could also include the price of parking, mileage, tolls, and public transit. It's a good idea to track your miles if you drive for work. Use helpful software or keep a notepad in your car. Another important factor I would really like to talk about is knowing the difference between an itemized and a standard deduction. After you know the deductions, you qualify and must pick between them. You cannot use the standardized deduction and itemized costs for things like your work uniform. Add up all the deductions you are eligible for first. Consider itemizing your deductions if the amount is higher than the standard deduction. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope that you have a better idea of what items you can look to deduct next year. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, do like and subscribe to the channel on your way out. I look forward to seeing you soon. Peace.